What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As a lot of you know, we specialize in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. This is basically adding Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to cars with a factory screen. However, not every car has a factory screen, not everybody wants to spend this kind of money, and not everybody is going to keep the same car for long enough to justify the cost of one of these. So, what we have today is the EasyPlay Portable. Before we jump into it, later on in the video we're going to go through a drive test with this thing and show you how to connect it to a car, how to get sound to work in a car, and yes, it does work in any car, doesn't matter what car you have. We'll also go through showing you how much flexibility you have with being able to move the device around and mount it and get it exactly where you want it. Once you've connected, you can see we've got no cables apart from the power, so we've got wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and we have a very smooth interface. This is going to allow you to use Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze Maps, Spotify, okay, all the apps you see here, does phone calls. There's a lot of stuff that this can do, and we do go through that later in the video, but this is basically how the device looks. We've got a 7-inch screen here, it's a touch screen display, and it's a anti-glare screen, so it's great for when it's being on a windscreen, there's no sun glare. We've got the power cable. It takes a micro SD card, so if you do want to put on any music, movies, that sort of stuff, you can access that from the card. It's got a USB port, so that's going to charge your phone and do wired CarPlay or Android Auto. And then right at the very top, we've got the audio output. So that's a 3.5mm jack, so for people that have AUX, the screen comes with a cable, plug it into there, plug it into the car's AUX port, off you go. If you do not have AUX in your car, it has a built-in FM transmitter. Right there. So all you do, set the station, and off you go. Like I said, we do go through this more in depth later in the video. That is pretty much the screen. We have been testing this with wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto for over a month now. We've been testing how strong the hold is of this thing. I can pick up a piece of glass with it. We've been testing pretty much everything. It is really, really good. We're very happy with the product. This exact product will be on the www.shoptfb website. But before we finish the video, let's go over and have a look at this thing in a car. Alright guys, now that we have seen what is in the box, our good friends at Furniture Guardian Nissan have given us a Nissan X-Trail to do some testing on. Reason for that is we're going to show you why this device works in any single car, how you can add Apple CarPlay to any car. We're going to go through how the audio works, how to connect your phone, all that good stuff. If you are in the market for a car, definitely come and see these guys here in Victoria. Let them know Nathan from the Fitting Base sent you. They'll look after you. Greg here is great. So without further ado, let's go in the car and look at how we set this up. This is the exact product that we have been testing for a little while now, and this has been used on many cars because we like to get different looks of the device. One thing I love about it, this will, once you stick this on the car, it will not come off. This has come on and off all sorts of different cars, surfaces. We even had it on some paper, which was an accident. It's still sticky as soon as it came out, which I think is awesome. And now we're going to show you how to set this thing up. So basically, all you need to do, unlock the suction mount. Now there is a few different mounting positions. You can change the angle. You can change the extension of the screen itself, okay, to make it easier to touch. And you can also loosen this off and you can move the screen around and just get it pretty much perfect. So I'll spend some time getting it how we want it right now. Now if I was to do this again, I'd probably go a little bit lower and bring the screen out a bit, but this is just testing, so it's totally fine. With the supplied plugs, so these will come in your kit, all you need to do, and you can make this look neat, okay, you don't need to run it in an ugly manner. I'm gonna do that now just as we're testing, but plug that in. It gives you 2 more USBs so you can charge devices. In total, that's 3 USBs. We've got 2 charging USBs here, and we've got a wired CarPlay Android Auto USB right there, and that will also charge your device. Plug in the plug. Okay, we've got a Ferrari logo here. You can change that to any logo you like, but we like Ferraris. And so what I would do if this were me, I'd tuck this cable right here, okay, get the length, bundle it up, and just tuck it down there, just like that. Get rid of that length, and at least it's out of the way. It's not really ugly, it looks nice and clean. Now, we've already set up a wireless CarPlay connection, so the unit's just turned on, and I'll show you how quickly this thing connects. we're already in Apple CarPlay. Now I'll move the screen so you can have a look. There we go. This has been used in a vehicle for the last month or so, using CarPlay every single day. We've not had one dropout on CarPlay. It's been really, really good. If you don't want to use wireless CarPlay, you can literally plug in your iPhone cable and it will bring it up as a wired connection. This unit will also accept a reverse camera. So not in a vehicle like this, it's got a camera, but if you ever wanted to add a reverse camera to an older vehicle, you can add it to this one here, and we can do more on that in another video. Next up is audio. So if we were to play some music right now, we don't have sound. So if your car has an AUX input, all you need to do is plug in the AUX cord, the AUX plug into the port, and plug it into the back of the unit here, or the side of the unit I should say. It's right at the top labeled audio out, and then on your vehicle, you're going to go ahead and select AUX. And now what we do, just enjoy the music. This is going to allow music to come through. If you have voice commands on your maps, that will all come through as well. And phone calls, pretty much all that stuff will all come through the AUX input. Now, if you have a car that does not have an AUX port, make sure you check the front, check your center console, and check your glove box. If there's no AUX port, no problem. We'll get rid of that cable. We're going to go here. We're going to select car, and we're going to go to FM transmitter. So you can set whatever station you like. We've got 9290 here. So on the radio, I'm going to go through and I'm going to change it, when you can figure out how to 9290.
A few moments later.
So we're at 9290 right now. We're going to go home, back into CarPlay. We're going to play that music again. And it's coming right through. Okay. Now an AUX connection is going to be a lot better than the FM transmitter, but if you can find a decent station like 9290, that's going to work fine, and you've still got music coming through. It still sounds pretty good. Let's go for a little drive. Let's see how this thing works with the map on. Okay, so the beautiful thing about this, it's not intrusive at all. I can still see everything that I need to see. It's very easy to glance at. It's quite a sunny day here. I'm not having any issues seeing the screen whatsoever. You've got Apple Maps. Okay, if you prefer Google Maps, it should be there. There's Google Maps, and if you prefer Waze Maps, you can use Waze Maps as well. So there's a lot of things you can use here. Very easy to use. People ask me the question, are you allowed to touch this while you're driving? The answer is yes, you are, because it's just like a Navman, which they're designed to be used in the car. No different to your infotainment right here. Okay, cops aren't going to pull you over and say, why are you changing your radio station? Why are you putting in an address in the map? We've got time there. Like I said, if you've got audio settings on for Siri to say, turn left here, turn right there, that's all going to work. And I think we can all agree these maps are a lot better than the ones that you get on a factory system. So we've been testing this thing out for about a month now. This has been getting connected to CarPlay every single day. We didn't video it, but we actually did a drop test on it. That was accidental. My brother accidentally knocked it off the bench. It dropped flat on its face, and it still looks totally fine. These little bezels here really protected it, so they are durable as well. And yeah, it's been great. It's a very, very good way to add CarPlay easily. We don't need to pull the radio out and remove all the circuit boards and all that sort of stuff that we would normally have to do on a vehicle like this. All you do is get this, plug it in, you've got CarPlay. If you ever sell your car, change your car, whatever, you can take that with you. You can give it to your friends and family. It's a much, much easier solution than trying to add CarPlay to your factory radio or even changing the head unit. Alright guys, that is pretty much the system and how it works. We're going to have these linked down below at www.shoptfb.com. Like I said earlier, this is the Easy Play 7-inch Apple CarPlay portable system. Very easy to install. If you have any questions about the product, drop them in the comments below. We've been doing the testing for about a month, like I said. This is the one that we have found that works stably, is durable, and looks really, really good overall. So, like I said, any questions, drop a comment below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.